Hello, Colorado. I am Philip with I Love Colorado Beer. I am here with Matt with Great Divide. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Doing great, Philip. Nice to be here.
So I'm a little sad that I'm here in Castle Rock and you're over in Vail enjoying yourself and a beer and partaking in all of the activities over there right now, which started yesterday. Can you tell us a little bit about what activities have already been?
Yeah, for so far, I think they had the Brewers dinner last night. I'm going to have to be completely honest here. I'm still in Denver. We're at the Barrel Bar. You might be seeing that behind me. We are headed up around noon today with all of our gear and all of our beer. So I think there was a dinner last night, but the first event we'll be participating in is the Sip at the Summit, and any beer festival that involves a gondola is one that we want to be a part of. So the Sip at the Summit's really cool. You get on the gondola, you go up. I think it's at Mid-Vail. There's a beer festival up there, very intimate, kind of like VIP sort of feel. We did it last year. We had a blast. And then, after you're done, you take the gondola down. You're in Vail Village. You can go out for another beer. And then tomorrow we've got the Toast of Vail, which is the big beer festival associated with this event. There's live music, there's a ton of vendors, beer, food, everything you could want. And I know they will be selling tickets at the door. Last year was very well attended. We had a blast. But prior to that, we're collaborating with Mockery, which is right down the road from us, and the White Bison restaurant in Vail. And we're doing a summer seasonals luncheon featuring some of our, summer drinking beers and some of the great food from White Bison.
Very cool. So this has been happening for several years, the Vail Craft Beer Classics. How is Great Divide? Obviously, anything with a gondola you guys are involved in. But how did you guys become involved in it? What got you guys involved?
Last year, I believe, was the inaugural year for this festival. And we've worked with Team Player, which is the production company putting this event on. We did People's Fair, which happened just 2 weekends ago with them, did that with them last year too. And since we were working so closely with them, they reached out to us about Vail Craft Beer Classic. It was to benefit the Colorado Brewers Guild, which is something we're heavily involved in. It's in Vail in the mountains, They didn't really have to twist our arm to get involved. So we went out last year on Friday again, had a blast. One big difference this year is for our luncheon last year, we did a barrel-aged luncheon barrel-aged beer luncheon that started at around 11 in the morning. So this year we figured we might start a little lighter with some summer seasonals as opposed to the barrel-aged Yeti, Hibernation, Old Ruffian, let people make it to the actual beer festival. So yeah, like I said, it's a blast. Vail's beautiful, especially this time of year. So we're always excited to get up in the mountains and share our beer with the folks up there.
Great. And you guys have your beer showing there. What other breweries are going to be there?
I know that Four Noses is going to be there. We've got Mockery. Just looking at my list here. Odell is also up there. Bonfire. Got 14er Brewing. Seven Hermits. Boulder Beer. Breckenridge, Broken Compass, Crazy Mountain, Elevation, Epic, Fate, Horse and Dragon, Firestone Walker from outside of Colorado, Left Hand, New Belgium, yeah, Magic Hat, even Pyramid, lots of breweries, several cideries, Portland Cider. I think I saw Stem on there. So yeah, it's a great list. We're excited to pour with all those guys.
Great. So if you're not really a beer type of person, well, first of all, shame on you.
Yeah.
But
why are you listening to this podcast?
Yeah, exactly. But there are other options. There's ciders, and is there wine by chance?
I'm not positive. I'd have to go through the list, but definitely cider. And I think I mentioned earlier, there's a ton of food vendors. So even if you're not looking to sample all the beers, you can certainly walk around, have a good time. Eat some food, and I do see there's wine cellars from Vail there, so it looks like you'll be able to get some wine. And I think new this year, because last year there was a lot of foot traffic that was kind of wandering around during the festival. People just stumbled upon it because there's lots of people up in Vail on vacation. And so as opposed to having them have to buy a sampling ticket, they can come in because it's not really fenced in. It's an open layout. And we'll have bars that they can go to and purchase beer. And ourselves and I think 2 other breweries, which are sponsors, will be we'll have our beer available there, but we'll also, and this is pretty cool, and you don't see this often at festivals and events outside of the pouring area, but they're going to have sample flights, so you can come to the bar and try, I think, 3 different Great Divide beers, and then see what you like and grab a can of it, walk around, and catch some of the live music and just have a good time.
That's pretty awesome. So what's this event look like? Is there going to be just beer? Is it everybody has beer tents? Is it in the actual Vail base of the hill?
Yeah, it's right at the base of the gondola in Vail Village. I think it's Solaris Plaza or something like that, but it's an it's a pretty big footprint. If you've been to Vail before, it's kind of like cobblestone streets sort of, and there's different roads kind of crisscrossing that area that are all pedestrian only. So the footprint kind of extends sort of in a serpentine fashion across the river that runs through there. So you can wander around quite a bit in Vail. And like I said, it's not closed in. So, if you drink some beer, realize you want to go sit down and have a meal, you can hit one of the restaurants in Vail and then come back and, try some of those barrel-aged beers.
Absolutely. And I'm a huge barrel-aged beer fan. So nice. I'm so excited to be there.
All right. Are you coming up?
Yeah, we're absolutely coming up. We'll be up there. We'll see you all there.
Yeah, we'll have our Vanilla Yeti. So that'll be our biggest beer we're bringing, and then got our Heyday Modern IPA, which is our new kind of West Coast New England style hybrid. Roadie Grapefruit Radler, which is back out in cans again finally. Rumble Oak Aged IPA, which is an old favorite we brought back. Strawberry Rhubarb Sour, and yeah, I think that's all 5 we'll be pouring. So we'll be pouring some at the Summit and some different ones at Toast to Vail.
Great. Out of all the beers that you guys are bringing, what beer would you say needs to be tried?
Well, I mean, I might be biased because I'm wearing the T-shirt, but Heyday, people have really been digging Heyday Modern IPA. It's got really nice fruit-forward hops, some tropical stone fruit aromas. A little hazier than, a Titan or something like that. Very juicy, but not, not milkshake chunky or anything like that. And it finishes with kind of a traditional West Coast hoppy, piney bite. So it's like kind of like old world meets new world. And it's a lighter brew, great for summer. So we've been drinking a lot of that around here.
Very awesome. Well, that sounds great. Thank you so much for all the information. Look for, you can't miss you guys tomorrow on tour.
Yeah, you'll see our tent. We've got a great position right when you walk in. So come by and say hello.
And the events for you guys starts tonight.
Yeah, the events for us starts tonight. I believe it's 7 p.m. But if you visit vailcraftbeerclassic.com, they've got the schedule, they've got ticketing information, they've got all that good stuff. So you can see, because beyond the summer seasonal luncheon we're doing, there's also, I think, a fly fishing expo in the morning with 4 Noses. There's a bike ride, a mountain bike ride, or a road bike ride. So there's a bunch of ways, you can get your exercise in before the festival, enjoy the great outdoors in Vail, and then come drink some good beers.
Great. So what was the website again?
It is vailcraftbeerclassic.com.
Excellent. So check them out, and we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Look forward to seeing you up there.
I need to get a beer in my hand so I can cheers you. But
yeah, exactly. Cheers.